right. We are back. This time with sound.
With sound.
With sound. Ben was the one that noticed. I did not notice.
Dual sound.
Right? That I didn't realize that I had no sound. So I apologize for that, everybody.
But we're here now.
We got it. Thanks to Ben. Otherwise, I would have gone through the whole broadcast and not known. And I was doing some pretty jam-up commentary. No pun intended.
No pun intended. I figured that was the case there. No pun intended. But we are live on Facebook and YouTube, guys. If you want,
that's the wrong one.
Follow along the chat on both. And make sure you share it lots. We got lots of great pool today. Live at Leather Pocket. 5th annual Barry Hooey one-time memorial. I've been excited for this one for
sure.
a long time since we announced it a while ago.
Yeah. I sure miss him. I miss his presence in a pool room.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, he would have loved this tournament, let me tell you. The field is steep.
It is?
Really, really steep.
I mean, I'm here.
This year. The field does not get any tougher.
It does not get any tougher.
Grant. And you're on the winner side, right?
I am on the winner side.
That's a scary thought, too.
I know, right?
Oh, beautiful shot from Adam there.
Yeah,
we'll see
really well done.
What Adam can do to make a mark in this match. Down 2-0. Sean McKay, quite the opponent.
Yeah, he's quite the accomplished player. Very well known all through Alberta, BC. And, of course, Adam, the brother of Johnny Latundra. Also very well known in kind of Western Canada, perhaps into the Pacific Northwest.
Mm-hmm. They play a ton. The whole family plays. Got some kids that play. Nice shot. As you can see, pool runs in the blood.
Sure does.
There was a couple of big first-round matchups. The draw is on Challenge, but I'm looking at one guy who arguably got a tough draw and maybe shouldn't be on the B side so early.
Nick Kruger.
He played Stan last night. How you like them apples?
Right. Welcome to the Hooey Memorial.
All the way from BC together. I don't know if they came together.
No,
not
him and
year.
Joe came together, and then Stan actually flew in, got in at like 6 o'clock last night.
Yeah, right. Doesn't faze him any. All these other guys were here a day early. So, Grant, you play at 11:30, obviously.
I do,
right?
yeah.
I think I play at 11:30 as well.
I do believe that's the case. So we may not have coverage for one match.
Yeah, there's a chance we may miss a match, which is okay. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see how this shakes out.
Larry is at, and we'll see who else we can find to maybe sit in. I know there's a couple of guys in the room who quite enjoy sitting in the booth, so maybe a Chris Demirs over there.
Chris Demirs,
real good.
He's very good. So I apologize for those just tuning in or retuning in again. I had no idea that there was no sound. Typically when we go live and there is no sound, somebody says, hey, no sound.
Somebody says, hey.
Yeah, what's
hey
going
guys,
on here?
I can't hear anything. But thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Brian Lee. And thank you, Lee.
Yeah, really good compliment there. It has been a hot minute.
There's another guy who got a tough draw yesterday. Tyson playing on the table in front of us. We'll give you guys a little look at that. We don't have that camera straightened out, but you can still get an idea what the B side of the room is looking like.
Yeah, maybe I can do that on the next break.
In between racks, yeah. But we got Tyson, who drew Joe Spence yesterday. I think he won some games. I think the score was 9-5.
That's not terrible.
Respectable, in my opinion.
I would agree.
You're not going to beat Joe too often, but
no, you can get a game or two, or a game or two.
If the score was like 7-4 at some point,
yeah,
Joe might have been a little nervous, you know.
Yeah.
So you did your job.
Yeah, I agree.
You made him sweat, as I like to say.
Yeah. Well, and Joe's been hitting the ball pretty darn sporty.
Oh, absolutely.
Got to give credit where credit's due.
He's a tricky player to play. He's very much a gamer, you know. He just tries so hard.
Yeah.
A couple of great second-round matches, too. Grant taking on Dennis Porth. That'll be a good one. I've got Don Collins. You guys got I'm not going to lie, but somewhat of a softer quarter here.
I do.
Well, not softer. I just mean in the steepness of this field.
Yes.
Like
it seems the bottom half is a little more stacked.
Yeah, we have kind of a third round. Well, not too bad. The middle half, middle bottom. Yeah, it's good. If you guys want to follow Challenge, the bracket is on Challenge.
Indeed. Good morning to you, Mr. Sean. And, of course, we appreciate everybody tuning in. If you are just joining us, it is Saturday morning pool here in Calgary. It is the Barry Hooey Memorial Tournament Leather Pocket. Help us out and smash that share button. Let's get some viewers going, everybody.
Sean, who's in the Facebook chat, was playing on table 21. You can see it in the top right corner of your screen. I was playing on the table beside that, behind that, table 16. Sean was on 21. It was hill. He lines up this really tricky 3-9 combo from super distance. And I just stood off to the side. I didn't even want to, like, come near there because it was hill, and he made a super shot.
Yeah. That was a really creative shot there from Sean. Sean McKay utilizing the 8-ball, playing a halfway safe. I'm not sure that he got full.
Yeah, I don't know if he got enough.
I like the intention,
but it was creative.
Though. Yeah, very creative.
That's why I like watching Sean McKay, because I always learn something when I watch him. Very creative player. He's known well in the States, too. He's had a couple of deep runs in some of the U.S. events. Like he used to have a big event in Reno every year, the U.S. Bar Table Championship. He made a couple of deep runs there. I think he might have won an event.
Yep.
He'll know. He'll probably listen to this later, and then he'll quote me, "How did you not know?"
Yeah, right.
It's not bad. That's somewhat containing.
Not terrible. It may bring the 7-ball into play if Sean's not careful here.
Yeah, he is going to try to elevate the back end a bit and try to spear this in, because there's a lot of ways he can miss and still get safe.
Yep.
Sean's a very careful player. If he's not too sure what's going to happen, he'll find a safe.
Yeah, he's very calculated.
Yeah, but look at that. He's such a good potter, too. Even though he missed that ball,
that's a tough shot.
He hit it really, really good.
Yeah.
You got to think all the time is like, did I at least hit it good? If I missed it by a foot, I can reevaluate. You know?
Well, with where the 3-ball ended up, it makes getting back to the 4 kind of a challenge here for Adam.
And this is kind of what I was talking about. There's a lot of ways to kind of get safe, right?
Yeah.
Because of where the 4 was, Sean knew he had a free shot there. What we refer to as a free shot. But I think Sean would just go sit down in his chair and think, well, if I had that shot, I wouldn't hit any different.
No, of course.
It's not like you could hit it with just a touch more spin or something.
Yeah.
You hit it exactly the same way again, it'll go in lots.
Oh, he hit that really well.
This is perfect.
Wow, great shot.
That's a really good shot.
He made a really difficult shot look rather elementary.
From where he was, yeah, that was exceptional. That's a good shot. Does he use 2 rails here, like sneak between the 7, 8?
I don't know. I kind of like just float that in.
Just hold it off of 1 rail. Just miss the 7. Just got to make sure you don't get too much angle on the 5. Like if you catch with a lot of inside, he's got the speed down pretty good.
Yeah, he's got it pretty dialed in. So, David, I don't think we changed the dress code. We did, or they did, have a collared shirt as a requirement for the Hooey.
Yeah, I think maybe year 1 you were allowed sweatpants, and then everything after that's been no sweatpants, no ripped jeans.
Yeah.
Larry Walper, who is the tournament director for most of these big events, does a fantastic job.
Yeah, he sure does.
And he makes sure everything's running smooth and clean, and I love the dress code. It's a memorial event.
Yeah.
Not that Hooey would care that much. Hooey used to play.
Hooey wouldn't give.
After work covered in paint. He was a painter. But still, it's a memorial. I think players should have some respect.
I completely agree. Completely and wholeheartedly. And I think it's something, regardless of whether it's a memorial event or not, if you're going to go play, dress the part. In my opinion,
that too. Yeah,
you know what I mean. When you're dressed right and you feel good,
you'll play better for sure.
It does have an effect on how you play.
There's an intimidation factor with the way you dress as well. Let's not kid ourselves. People will be intimidated if you look more like a professional.
Well, and it's kind of the whole thing with the fashion industry, right? When you have a shirt that you really enjoy wearing or what have you, and when you wear it, you're feeling confident, and that just transpires into your game.
Well, and I'm not just shamelessly plugging Jam Up here, but the team shirts are a big thing.
They
at
are,
team
totally.
events.
Yeah.
Because you look like a unified group. You look like you're a bunch of brothers, just like you're together.
Mm-hmm.
If you're in a bunch of random shirts, you look like you just slapped together the team showed up to the event.
Yeah, I agree.
We had some good ones we used from the Alberta Cup. They're worn in. So
Yeah.
you bet players noticed that we had worn those before as a team.
Yeah.
Right? So we were a little bit intimidating in those shirts. I think there's a factor.
Well, and I think it has an ultimate effect on how you play, how you feel, right? You want to walk with a little bit of swagger. A little bit of confidence.
Yeah, you look over at your teammates, they're all wearing the same gear as you are. They're looking the same. You feel like you're part of something, Yeah. It does give you a confidence boost.
Mm-hmm. Well, and we deserve it, right? So it's part of my mission with Jam Up is to kind of elevate the level of expectation for what we get as a sport, right? We deserve to have really great clothing. I think the sport deserves it. I think the players deserve it. And I know that myself and Damien, we both share the same sentiments that we always want to put our best foot forward. Now, we're not perfect, right? We do, some testing with different materials and so on and so forth. But we always want to do our best to bring the quality and the expectation level. We want to raise that bar continuously.
Similar to what we're trying to do in these events too, just try to clean it up a little bit at a time. I get people want to be comfortable and whatnot, but should dress the part. Sean McKay, 3-1. I get what David was pointing at now. He's asking about the dress code because I think Adam is maybe wearing sweatpants. Don't tell anyone though.
Is he really?
I think.
I can't.
That's what David's pointing out. Let this guy know, and also let Phil know. So last night, Phil would have got away with it. We made an exception on the first night because not everybody looks at the Facebook stuff.
Yeah.
In the future, I think we're going to try to do more of like an entry form thing.
Yes.
Where you need to fill out an entry form, and that way we know you've read the rules.
Yeah.
And if you show up in sweatpants, then...
Well, maybe they're not.
It's hard to tell on the camera, too. It's super hard to tell.
I think they're actually a casual dress
They
pant.
could just be like casual dress, yeah. I think he's okay. We're going to give him a free pass anyway.
I think those are dress pants. I don't think those are sweats.
And you know what? We're in Canada, so toques
are allowed.
Are definitely allowed. And if Damien's listening,
yeah, exactly.
They are called toques.
They are
here.
Definitely called toques.
Just like in other parts of the world, hats are called different names as well.
Yeah, according to Damien, that's a beanie.
Well, and this is
but that
a ball cap.
Yes.
A baseball cap.
Correct.
But here it's a hat.
Yes.
Yes. So there's different names for everything, no matter where you go, right?
It's true.
But I love the beanie toque argument.
We got into it pretty good.
And I'm very much Canadian, so I'll defend that one till my last breath.
Yeah, you and me both. All right, what does Adam have here? A little thin on the one ball. And I don't mind him going after this. Playing perhaps two rails and coming in between the 8-4.
Yeah, cut it
to
to
the left side.
Left.
Yeah.
Two rails. He's gonna pot. He's gonna go for the pot. I don't think we've seen him pass up too much. Although now it looks like maybe he's cutting it the other way.
Mm-hmm. What is the score in Bryce's games?
Oh man,
I'm
that look easy.
Not sure.
Bryce is on table 18, which Sean, you were here last night. We're in the booth, right behind table 7, 8.
I can't see it.
There's no chance we're seeing a scorecard from over here. I can see the scorecard on table 16 because there's not a crowd formed around it yet. It's too early in the day. But once the crowd forms, then you can't see any scorecards unless you're here. So, Sean, you just got to come early and watch.
That's it. I know he's on his way. He said he's driving.
Yeah. And Bryce watched him yesterday, watched the whole match, sat back there and watched with him.
Yep.
So, good teammate, right?
Indeed. A little tough here on the 3, looking like he's back banking.
Yeah, is he going to bank this one? I think the 9 covers a scratch. Usually this is the angle where you go 2 rails in the same pocket. But might be crashing the 9 here, which could also be a problem
work out, right?
Or
it might hurt. It could help. It could hinder.
Yeah. Well, what we can tell you,
50-50.
Sean, is the score in the Bryce and Chris game is close because they just started.
Yes.
It's nothing crazy has happened yet.
So I'm curious what these are highlighted for. And I wonder if it's because that's in use.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, they did. There's new stuff on there because they've updated, right?
Yeah.
Wirecast has updated. Is anybody alive in the YouTube chat? Everybody's just quietly watching on their TV at home. Right?
Yeah. A little behind. What's the penalty for not following the dress code? Your first warning, you lose a game. Second warning, you lose a game. Third warning, you forfeit the match.
Yeah, and we're trying to take it easy on people. I know Dexter showed up with some ripped jeans this morning and then said, he said there's a Walmart 5 minutes away, so.
What's this that was brought in?
This looks like little mini cupcakes or something.
Mini cupcakes.
Even
I don't know
even
if she...
Nick is, you see the look in Nick's eyes there for a minute.
I don't know if she brought
was
those
just
in
gunning
here
these.
specifically for us to eat or to hide from everybody else.
You can't put them in front
Right?
of us.
You can't put... Michelle, I hope you know you can't put stuff like this in front of Ben and I and expect us not to at least test them out.
Michelle does amazing baking. If anybody was in the room yesterday, I'm sorry, Grant, I handed out all the cheesecake bites without giving you one.
Oh, Ben.
I looked
You
over
are
when I got
fired.
I got to the counter with the empty container, and then I looked over here, and I was like, uh-oh. I forgot Derek and Grant. I don't know if Derek would have had one because he the diabetic,
right.
But
well, I would have enjoyed his
you
for
might have
him.
ate his too. I got to the back corner, and there was the 4 Filipinos playing back there, Joey and Ryan and Warren, and that was how many I had left. Was 4 of them.
Oh,
I'm like,
man.
oh, it's perfect. It's meant to be, and they're so happy, right?
That's all right. They can enjoy it. I'll take the back seat.
So if people ever see Michelle when she's coming to these events, she does some amazing baking. Get your orders in. It's awesome stuff.
It is.
I don't get a cut of any of that. I just think it's great, and everybody should enjoy it.
It's good eats, man. What can you say bad about it? Nothing.
We got to make sure we plug all these people. They're our friends too. So Sean McKay. Speaking of plugging, he's just plugging away over there. He's looking at 4-1 after this 9-ball.
Mm-hmm.
He's wearing a nice jam-up shirt, hey?
He is. Yeah, he's got a couple of them.
Custom?
None custom, I don't think.
Yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
How is everything? How am I feeling? Still a little jet-lagged. The trip home from Puerto Rico was a 40-hour run. But yeah, a little jet-lagged, but this is one event that I just won't miss. That's for sure. So
a little peek of the other side of the room there.
Yeah, we'll get this camera straightened out. It's certainly not, as you can tell, it's not straight at all.
There's no match playing there anyway on this close table, so we're
sitting good.
We're still quite a ways away from having any matches there. We're gonna have another round of the winner's side coming up here at 11:30, or actually shortly after this match is done, I would imagine, if both players are here and ready. That's 4-1, Sean. Now, I do believe.
Yep. Sorry, I fell asleep at the wheel there.
No, you're okay. And if you're just tuning in, we're at the Hooey Memorial, the 5th annual. I can't believe it's been 5 years.
I know, right?
Time flies when you're having a lot of fun.
It is true.
With your friends, and this event is always so much fun.
Look at that 5-ball all dizzy up there.
Yeah. Some juice. And we are using the 3-point rule. Since we're using the template rack, we're trying to avoid the soft break. So there's a 3-point rule for all you pool geeks out there that want to count the balls going past the head string.
Is that you guys behind the glass in the Tim Hortons Cup? You know it. That is a telltale sign. I don't know how you saw that.
It's in the corner of that screen. You can just see it.
Oh, yeah, okay. I got it.
Yeah.
Good eye, David.
They don't get to see our faces, but they get to see behind the screen. Yep. Well, unless we get on the stream table playing a match, and then they might get to see our faces.
Then they might.
Oh, they're just cutting balls in there like it's nobody's business. He made that one look easy. I thought it was way thinner than that.
I did, yeah. I know another guy sitting beside me that knows how to shave the ball. Yeah. Although he's left himself a little bit tough here on this 2-ball. This is from distance, somewhat close to the rail.
These are the kind of ones that he doesn't shoot, you know, because what's he getting on the 4 after? That's what he's looking at. Is it even worth it?
Yeah.
But there is another factor going on here, and Sean is a very smart and experienced player, and if he thinks that he's in control of this match, he may try a couple of shots to get himself kind of, you know, in the groove.
Yeah. So do you try and swing at one just to kind of get your arm loose, just like that? Right, it's early enough. You got a 4-1 lead. You swing at that.
Kind of what I was pointing at. Is, you know, he knows where he's at in the match. If he feels in control, he'll pick a moment here and there to try a shot, right? Because I'm pretty sure if that was like Hill, he's never playing that shot.
Yeah, I agree.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Or game 1 even, he wouldn't play that shot. Game 2.
Yeah.
But game 6 with a 4-1 lead, that changes the
dynamics.
Outlook, the dynamic.
Andrew says, good morning, guys. Hope you're doing well, Ben. As for Mr. Puerto Rico, yeah, it was nice. There, we get it.
It was nice there, yeah.
It was nice there.
It looked nice there.
Yeah.
It was not so bad here.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't
had
terrible.
One bad day.
Yeah. Of course, it had to snow the day that
you got back.
We got back.
Well, that's what you get.
Well, yeah, true enough.
Right. It was really nice yesterday for anybody who's not in this area. It was like a spring day yesterday.
Yeah, same as today. It's going to be nice.
Yeah, it's supposed to be nice today as well.
And I'll say this much, Andrew. If you have not been to Puerto Rico, it is a bucket list event.
Yeah. Definitely. Looks like one to go to for sure.
Well, and next year is going to be even bigger.
Well, and with the Hooey being moved, I'm going to try to keep the calendar the same. If anybody didn't see, I made kind of like a Facebook calendar. I'm going to try to keep up to it. Oh, Val stopped perfectly there. You see the waitress?
I did.
That was good.
Job.
She's good.
Very good job.
She's good. Well, I'm going to try to keep up with that pool calendar, and that way we can try to keep these tournaments around the same weekends every year and plan around each other, and that way I can go to Puerto Rico next year.
There you go. Yeah, well, I know with the Puerto Rico event specifically, typically when they put on an event, they can go and they can book the dates.
Yeah.
That doesn't happen there.
No.
The convention center that it's held in, they give you the dates, and if you want them, you can take them in. If not, then...
So is it going to be the same date next year?
I have no idea. Nobody knows.
Yeah. See, now this is a problem in pool.
It is a problem.
But I guess if you're at a convention center, that tells you to get hooped. If the date don't work, then
well, and
so
there were during the event for pool in the convention center, every single day there was something else going on. Like that convention center is just slam packed.
Yeah. Well, I guess a pretty hot destination.
It is, yeah, and it's
like,
oh, great shot! Nice little push through on the 9 there.
That was a beauty, and he needs a couple here.
Yeah,
looks like
wants to keep it a little tight. Doesn't want it to get too far out of hand.
I was talking about Dexter showing up in the wrong pants. I thought they just played another match, but I guess nobody would have been here for the other matches too early. They were all scheduled.
Mm-hmm.
Dexter could have forfeit that match. I'm gonna guess what happened was Larry asked Tyson if he wanted to wait, and Tyson said sure, because he is that kind of guy. He wouldn't want the forfeit. He came to play.
Yep. That is a pretty sporty shot out of Adam right there.
Adam came with another big one on the 7, yeah. One more decent shot needed. Got to get to middle at least, right?
Yep.
But the angle's good to get there.
It is.
Just don't try to force anything crazy. Don't need the second rail. Let's use one.
Yep. Yeah, really nice controlled. Most people try to slam that in.
Well,
I really like the
rail,
smooth,
like trying to, because see how it's naturally going towards the second? So they try to put a little inside and, you know, get a little bounce off the second rail. You don't need it.
Nope.
9's close enough to the hole. Even if you're frozen where he is now, you shouldn't miss it, right?
Yeah. Job well done. Really nicely run table there by Adam.
He did. Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah.
Good work. Next event here, you're in town until after Christmas, right?
I am, yeah. I don't leave again
All
until somewhere around the 10th of
Are
January.
you going to play this? It's the Fall Classic.
I was just saying, I think I might play.
I think you should play because I need help streaming it again. But this will be a good one. We had a good field last year.
Yes. Well, I'll say this, after this weekend, I'm pretty much going dark, probably until this event. I've
2
got,
weeks, yeah.
Yeah, I've got just an unbelievable amount of work to get done. In fact, there's about an hour today that I need to disappear and get some work done. I'm behind the proverbial 8 ball, as they say, on getting a few things accomplished.
That sounds standard for your life.
It very much is so. Yeah. But all really good things. There's some exciting things that we've got coming up. I kind of alluded to it yesterday. I'm going to tell everybody what it is today, and then see where things go. But
You got to tell people because we give too many of these. We got a big things coming.
well, so a couple of them, right? One with Q Sports Live. There's a stream potential coming up in January. I do have to dot all the I's, cross all the T's before I get into details of what that is. But really, really exciting one. And then with Jam Up, we've got a new release coming out that will happen on Thursday. And it is unlike anything we have released before. And I'm just going to tell you guys what it is. We are now bringing shoes into pool.
Why do I not have some already? I better not be the last person to get these shoes.
I know, right? So here's the plan, right? Is we're going to release those shoes. So if you're interested in them, we're going to release them on Thursday, and that will kick off our Black Friday sale. So they will be on sale.
Geniuses.
I know, right? And then the plan is that'll be style number 1. It's called the CL650, and once that's released, we're going to release a new design every 2 weeks for 10 weeks.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, super, super comfortable. They're pretty amazing looking, the CL650s. So what I did is, with the shoe line that we're coming out with, we gave a special nod to the armed forces within the United States. And so the shoe names are a nod to either fighter tankers or fighter jets, or something along those lines.
So that's what the CL is.
CL650, is a jet, and then I think it's the F-16s that are coming out in 2 weeks from now.
I like that.
So every one of them, it's kind of a nod to the armed forces of the United States.
It's a good touch from a very American company.
Yes. Well, I'm Canadian.
Well,
but, I mean,
you know what I mean.
I do, yeah. And but Jam Up is certainly based in the States, and we wanted to kind of give a special nod to the people that allow us to have the freedoms in the United States.
Very important, especially with us just having Remembrance Day too here in Canada.
Yeah.
Veterans Day in the U.S., right?
Yeah.
So Sean got away with murder there, missed that ball by quite a bit, but hooked Adams. Adams going to be kicking at this one, try to stick the cue ball behind the 4, get the 2-up table. But he cut the 2 ball.
Not terrible, though.
Yeah, that could have turned out worse.
Yeah.
We'll see.
That could have shaved the 6 and pushed over to right into that corner.
For sure. We'll see how this game goes. Sean being up 4-1, I mean, if Adam can win this game, it starts to change the dynamic.
I agree. I think Sean takes this shot on. Nice little full down and back up a little bit.
Go behind the 3. Yeah, no, he liked the up and down, but look out.
Can't quite. Oh, you got the nice jelly rub, but shooting directly off the beach.
Yeah, I was telling everyone yesterday we will have some better camera angles, hopefully for this event next year.
Yes.
Hopefully we'll have some overhead views, maybe even. Would be nice. We'll have some better lights with giving us a little more capability.
Indeed. Keep adding to the arsenal.
That's right. Wow, how good was that shot? Speared it from distance.
Yes.
Nice little follow through. He was shaking his head and seemed like he was maybe in shock that he hit it that good. Or he's just unhappy that he landed a little straight on the 4.
I didn't even get to see it. I was in La La Land in a rewatch here.
Yeah, he speared this one pretty good.
Oh, did he
follow
ever?
that one through?
Did he ever?
But he's a little disappointed. He's landed kind of straight on the 4.
Yeah, it makes it a little difficult to get to the 5 ball here.
Yeah, it might make it a
Might
lot
have to
difficult.
hammer and force this ball in.
And from distance, it makes it so missable.
Yeah.
And he could still only get halfway there.
Yeah, I think he let up there at the last second.
He was splitting.
He looks like he was looking to really punch that
It's almost like I like how Jeremy Jones called it splitting the pressure.
Yeah.
That was the best way to word it. Was like he could hammer that and get perfect on the 5, but then he puts all the pressure on the 4.
Yeah.
Instead, he goes like half of the pressure on the 4 and half of the pressure on the 5.
Yeah.
Right? Sometimes you just put all the pressure on one ball and you go, if I make this and get it right, I'm out all day.
Yeah.
Other times you go, well, I'm just going to take a half tough shot here and a half tough shot next, and then I'll be okay.
Yeah.
I think that's what he's kind of done there. And he's such a experienced player. He knows that.
That's a great shot. Look out, though.
Don't be over the 9.
No, doesn't want that. He's okay.
And he's
actually perfect.
And he's lefties, which is important because if you're right-handed here, then your hand is like where the 9 needs to be.
Yeah, it makes it awkward.
But if you're lefty, your right hand is over on the other side.
We have
quite easy.
No messages from YouTube. None. What's going on, YouTube? What's happening? Where's all the YouTube comments? Somebody on YouTube, I don't know whether it's just our YouTube is not showing the comments.
I've refreshed it a handful of times. It says 27 people watching. I think it's just because it's in the morning and people just have it on their TV.
Yeah, that's probably true. Laying in bed.
Just watching on there quietly, trying not to wake up the wife.
Right? Oh, yeah, nice shot there, Sean.
Got to put that smooth stroke on display there. He does have a personal shirt. It's got McKay on the back,
Does
right?
he?
Yeah.
I didn't notice.
It's not too custom, but it's a little custom.
I call that personalization.
Personalized, right,
Yeah.
right. Misplaced the Roku remote. That's the worst. Don't you hate it when that happens?
I do.
Lose the remote. Sean McKay.
And believe me, with the 2 kids that I have at home, it happens often.
Got some great pictures of Hooey we'll put up in between racks here as well. This is a good one from the hockey game. Grant and Steph, Joe.
Yeah.
Johnny Latondra even in there.
There he is.
He's at this tournament. Jackson should make an appearance. I don't know if he's in town, though.
Don't know. I haven't been here long enough to know what's going on.
There's lots of great ones we'll put up in between. And they're all
Yeah.
fighting this weekend for not the jersey. You don't get to take home the jersey.
No.
But you get to put it on, take a picture with it.
Well, and I'm glad that other picture is up because it showed some of the history behind the reason why that jersey that's on the screen now exists.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? So I'll maybe get into that story perhaps a little bit later.
Sean McKay to break 5-2, racing a 9. If you guys are just tuning in, winner side on the 9-foot here playing 9-ball, and the B side, the 1-loss side, is 8-ball on the 7-foot. So today there's going to be a lot of matches played.
Oh, here we go. We got some comments on the YouTube.
They're alive. See, I knew it. It's on the TV, but they're there.
Perfect. Just wanted to make sure everybody on YouTube was awake this morning.
All right, let's see what Sean McKay's break looked like. I got to rewatch it. Yeah, he got 2 balls passed.
And he made a ball. Although, one really doesn't have a home.
He didn't get. He only made 1 ball, and he only got 2 balls passed. It's actually not a legal break. The 2 and the 6 made it past the line, and then the 2 kissed the 6 in the hole, and that was the only ball he made.
Oh.
So he only got 2 points of the 3-point rule. I'm kind of glad it came up because it can kind of teach the fans a little bit about what happens. You got to get 3 points past the head string, the break
Or
line,
made.
or a combination of balls passed and balls made. So there he only made 1 ball and only got 1 ball passed, technically. That ain't enough. But if your opponent doesn't catch it, then it's not your job to point it out.
Yeah. Well, and I think it's largely due to the fact that Sean actually did put some muscle behind that, and it really wasn't an intentional soft or slow break or anything like that. So I think it was just accepted as it is. And good morning, Joey. How are you? Nice hit there. Uh-oh. Slow up.
Yeah, I
Don't want to line that up.
You won't see Sean bash at a combo like this.
Probably not.
Not like almost ever.
I think he's going just off to the right side of center of the 1 ball and putting the cue ball behind the 4 potentially.
He's actually looking at potting the 1 and missing the 5 with the cue ball. Get on the 2. The 1 goes in the lower right.
It does. Just a brave shot from there.
That's where he looks, trying to find the tangent line where the cue ball is going to miss the 5. Not easy. And yeah,
it is the 5th.
The Hooey Memorial. And it's
that's the shot right there.
Yeah, that's good. Didn't get it, but that's the right shot.
Yeah. Didn't quite get there. I thought he had it right perfect to get underneath that 4.
Pretty close.
He did.
And Richard, this is the 5th annual Hooey Memorial at Leather Pocket Billiards in Calgary, Alberta.
In Canada.
Oh,
not an easy shot there.
Yeah, distance. Trying to roll the ball is tough over distance.
Yeah. That is the most difficult shot for me.
Just give me a couple of minutes here. I'll be right back.
Yeah, no worries. I got it. We'll see if Sean sends this 1 kind of down underneath by that 4-7. Underneath the 9 would work. Again, gonna leak out. So still able for a full ball hit for Adam. Could potentially pot the 1 into that bottom left-hand corner. Might utilize the 9. And send that cue ball off that right side rail back up for the 2 ball. Could also elect to try to play safe. That option is always available as well. And of course, if you are just tuning in, everybody, help us out and share the live stream. If you're tuned in on Facebook, that little share button down on the bottom left-hand side of your screen, give that a little bit of love. And if you're tuned in on YouTube, first things first, always like the stream. That helps push us up in the queue, and then you can always copy and paste the link out. We would greatly appreciate it. The more the merrier, as they say. Of course, we do have the Pagulayan Cup happening, I believe, in Montreal. That is happening today as well. Watched a little bit of a clip of that last night. Sean waiting for, looks like Allen on that right-hand side to get done his shot. Come over, shoot 2. Can't quite tell the angle he's got here. May be a little straight, and if he's straight, he's got to straight draw this back off the right-hand side rail and back out for the 3. Did I ban him? No, I definitely didn't. I'm not sure where Gord is, but you are correct. Typically he's on here and giving me the gears. But I can handle it. I give him the gears back. I'm sure he'll pop on at some point today. And nice effort there from Sean. Didn't quite get there, but even for Adam here, the shot on the 3 is tough enough. Never mind getting shape on the 4 ball. Wide awake is Brian, tuning in from Nova Scotia on YouTube, and we may as well ask everybody else. Where is everybody else tuned in from this morning? Yeah, I tried to dig down into that, shape out the 4, but really, really tough shot there. Hasn't really left it easy for Sean here, although fairly big pocket with the 7 where it is. Just has to miss the 4 ball. And all the way uptown, back downtown with the cue ball. I don't know that I try to hold this. Although he surprised me a lot with some of the shots he's able to hold. Myself, I don't have that touch anymore. That is not something that I have the capability of doing. I'm going all the way uptown and back downtown. And that is why trying to hold is really, really tough there. Northern BC in the house for Lee. Welcome to it. Northern Idaho for Richard. PG also in the house. Prince George, I believe. Memphis, Tennessee. How are you, Bob? Thin in. Had to wipe its feet, but it did get there, and he's going to get perfect angle here on the 5 ball. Nothing to do. Pot the 5, run on over for the 7 to the bottom right. Pop off that rail, 8 to the top right-hand corner. 9 ball finished off in the bottom left. Laura, how are you? Doing well, of course. Tuning in from Jersey Shore, New Jersey. And yeah, I'm doing okay. Still a little bit jet lagged. The run home was a 40-hour run from Puerto Rico, and still feeling the effects of that. But I'm trying to hide it. Hopefully, it's hiding well. But definitely a little bit of jet lag. But this is one event that I won't miss no matter what. Nothing to do here. Pot the 8, perhaps a touch of draw. Help make the 9 ball easier, but certainly make the 8. That is first and foremost. To take a 6-2 lead. Sean McKay over Adam. Indeed, he does just that. And one of the companies we have to give a shout out to here, everybody, is DCL Construction. DCL Labor and Contracting. Ben DeWolf, local here in Calgary, always a massive, massive supporter of all the events that we've got going on here at the Leather Pocket. Good morning, Jarrett. How about new viewers, first timers? Any first time viewers in the chat, either on Facebook or YouTube? Yeah, we do have some really great tournaments here. I will say, and I'm gonna repeat this all weekend long. But the event in Puerto Rico, if you have not been, put that on the calendar. Bucket list event, phenomenal. Everything about it, the atmosphere, the equipment, the location, the weather, everything about that event is pretty amazing. Richard Kramer, first timer. Welcome to Q Sports Live. If you haven't done so already, make sure you go onto the Facebook page, hit that like button and the follow button. That way you're notified each and every time that we go live. Rod Arriagada is also CSL Winnipeg. He has been the Steady Eddie stream. He is, of course, out of Winnipeg. With Ben and I, it's really hit and miss, simply due to the to the fact that I've been traveling a ton, probably gone more than I am here. And of course, Ben has taken over as the general manager here at the Leather Pocket. And so his availability of time is not the same as what it once was. And I haven't checked in a while. I know we were close. We keep scaring the heck out of that 50,000 follower mark on Facebook. Would love to be able to climb over that benchmark. Little thin and fully punished for the miss. Sean McKay, cue ball finds its way into that side pocket, giving Adam ball in hand. And definitely a game that Adam is going to want. Keep it tight, 6-3, much, much better than being down 7-2. Going underneath the 4. Got to roll. Got to get there. Perfect will do. Straight up into that top left-hand corner. A little bit of top spin on the cue ball. Check that left side rail. Get off that rail and give yourself some angle. I don't even mind just the touch little draw. Pop off that rail and give yourself some nice angle on the 5 to get back up table for the 6 ball. Pockets are tight. 4 1/4 inch pockets here on these diamond 9-foot tables. And we've seen that quite a bit so far through yesterday and this match. Got to hit the heart or they are going to rattle up. Enjoying the feed from Thailand. Well, thank you, AJ. We appreciate you tuning in. Nice shot. Nice inside check siding there from Sean. Does get a really nice angle. That will allow him to avoid the 9 ball. 2 rails back up top for the 6 into the top left-hand corner. Maybe even connect with the 3rd rail. Look at this. Splits the window, gets the jelly rub. Unintentional jelly rub, but it worked in his favor. And of course, always a gentleman of the game raises his hand in apology. Touchy little shot here, though. Looking at drawing in with some right-hand spin. Coming back to the middle right-hand side of the table. Seven ball going into the same pocket, but does not hit it. Kind of poked it. Didn't put the full stroke into that. Was worried about the cue ball coming back, making contact with the Q-tip, with the pull cue tip, causing a foul, of course. She's a thin cut if he's looking to put that in the top left-hand corner. Could look at the bank here as well. That was the issue. Side pocket. A gift for Adam, courtesy of Sean McKay. David says, still 49,000. Need to get over that 50K. I think we've been at 49,000 for a while. So if you haven't done so already, head on over to our Facebook page. Give us a like and a follow there. Help us reach that goal. We can check that off the to-do list. That's been a personal goal of mine since we started, was to get us to the 50K mark. And it does look like they're going to take a quick break. So perhaps I can get into a little bit of the story here behind this original jersey for Barry Hooey. So this was at a hockey game that Steph and I were at. Steph obviously being in the photo here, and it just so happened that Barry, I believe it was Jackson and Joe Spence were at the game with Barry, and these particular seats are right next to the glass. We got treated by Steph's aunt, and I switched seats with Barry and noticed the jersey that he had on, as you can see there. And I'm wrong, they're not taking a break. But anyway, with that jersey that Barry was wearing, as you can see, it was a little bit tight for him. It was not his jersey. And so Steph and I decided that that was his first hockey game, and we wanted to get him a jersey and be able to take him out to a second hockey game in a jersey that actually fit him. And so that was the whole thing behind the now jersey. And unfortunately, he didn't quite make it to go to the hockey game. But we were able to get him the jersey, and now the team, whenever they go play in Vegas, they take that jersey, and the person to make the last ball in any given match, they put the jersey on, and they honor Barry that way. So, pretty cool story. Are the brackets up anywhere, asks James on YouTube. They are indeed. They are on Challenge. It'll be under Hooey Memorial. Sean McKay looking at a quick rack here to regain the one he just gave away the 9-ball on. Thank you, Mr. Wilson. I will pin that. So the bracket link is now pinned on the Facebook feed. And you could tell there, Sean was really cognizant of that right-hand side pocket. Knew that that was always potentially going to be an option. And Laura, you are correct. Sean McKay clawing one back. So I'll just give you a quick little shot of what that other jersey is now. So that's the jersey that his team wears, also known as Barry's team. That jersey follows those guys around everywhere, specifically into Vegas, 4-time Vegas Masters champions. And of course the hardware that everybody is after this week. This, I believe, is has got to be a must-win here for Adam if he wants to stay in it to win it. Definitely would rather it be a 7-4 scoreline as opposed to 8-3. Try to keep your opponent off the hill. It looks like we got Mr. Francis back on the mic.
For a minute.
For a minute or two.
Trying to do this when you weren't here was like, oh, I miss Grant. We had a quiet match or two.
Had a which?
A quiet match or two.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah. It was that or just stream none of the tournament.
Yeah.
I thought, it's better to have something than nothing, you know?
It's true. And we, you know what, maybe we even have some of that today because both you and I are playing in about 20 minutes.
Yep. Although I see a lot of close scores, like 3-4, 5-3, 5-3. So maybe we don't have a table yet either, you know.
That could very well be.
I'm near the bottom of that.
I am, I think I'm
You're
third.
Near the top.
Third
You're
from
near
the
the
top.
top, yeah.
Yeah.
You are third from the top. I am seventh, sixth.
Sixth, yeah.
So there's a chance I'll be waiting a bit, but you will probably not be waiting a bit.
Nope.
I have a feeling there will be matches done in 20 minutes. This match, I have a feeling, might be done in 20, although if Sean McKay keeps doing that, there's another hour in this match.
I agree. He just gave away a 9-ball on the last rack.
Yeah, otherwise it was 8-2.
Mm-hmm.
That's a big swing, right? 7-3, 8-2. It's a big game.
Yup.
Watching one of my teammates in the corner there, Joshua Emperado. He is tied 4-4. Nope, sorry, 4-3. He's playing Grant Gole.
David says, I still think of how Joe raced around the table to win his match and have the spotlight on Barry in the finals rack. Yeah, that is a highlight moment for me.
Those are goosebump kind of things.
They
I wasn't
totally
even
are.
there. I was at home watching on my TV screaming. Nobody was home, and I was yelling at my TV one time as loud as I could. I was so happy. Oh, my God.
Well,
I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, I'll tell you, being there in that moment and, like, literally watching Joe run around that table and
sick stuff.
And really what made it possible was the fact that Barry hooked himself
if he
on
didn't
the
hook
8 ball,
himself,
right?
It wouldn't have been nearly as
No,
exciting.
it wouldn't have. The drama's not there, you know what I mean?
I mean, it would have been great, but it wouldn't have been a big yell of a one-time, right?
Yeah, but you could tell 100% what Joe's intention was, and that was to get that rack done and have Barry
when he
be able to
hooked
sink
himself,
the winning 8.
I wasn't even thinking anything other than I can't believe he hooked himself and he's going to kick this in. Like, I knew he was going to kick it in. It was the sickest feeling. It was just like I knew it.
Yeah.
I was already yelling, like, when he hit the cue ball, it hit the rail long before it hit the 8. I'm already yelling, like, I knew it was in.
Yeah. That to me was it was a highlight reel for me.
Some things are just meant to be. Some things just the universe works in mysterious ways.
It totally did, because the camera action of being able to watch Joe
was just enough.
Make the 8 and then switch over to get that ball coming off the rail to kick that 8 in was.
I'm glad David brought that up.
I got goosebumps on it.
Yeah, me too. I'm glad David brought that up.
Yeah,
that was a cool moment.
That was.
I think those
one
boys,
I will not forget.
Yeah, and I think those boys on that team, they'll never forget that either.
Yeah.
We went back and won that event again, but he wasn't there.
No,
but
his jersey was.
Grant helped us win it.
No,
Grant was a big part of that.
No,
tournament.
that was.
He'll never admit it, but he was, because we would have played with 4 men.
Yeah,
because they wouldn't have let anybody else play. You were the only exception they were going to make to let Phil in.
Well, and that was kind of an awkward moment, because we had just for me, because I had just lost, right? I was out of the singles. We just lost out of the teams, and I literally just had cracked my cues and put them away, and mentally I said, okay, well, I guess I'm done, and I'll just jump on the mic.
Well, the best is I didn't ask you if you were playing.
Nope, I
like,
sure
Grant,
didn't.
We need you. You're playing. What? Okay, yeah, I guess. That's the way it's going to be.
Yeah, throw me into the deep end with all the sharks out there.
We had a lot of fun that tournament, though.
Yeah,
it was
we sure
a good time.
did. Yeah, it was a good time for sure.
And you got to see a kind of a different side of that team, because we were all kind of not very thrilled with how the first match went.
No.
So we were a little bit with the fire under us.
Yes.
Through most of that B-side run. We were probably a little quiet.
Yeah, but it's the first time that truly the dynamic of your guys' team, it's the first time that I truly got to experience that. You know what I mean? And seeing it and experiencing it are really two different things. And to be able to experience that camaraderie and how you guys are when you're playing a match, kind of opened my eyes a little bit.
It's cool, right?
Yeah.
That is how every team should play. It was
Yeah, I
it was
agree.
neat. And especially from the one-loss side, we weren't panicking.
No.
We weren't happy to be there, but we certainly were not panicking. We knew what we were capable of.
Yeah, and I mean there was no
Just come back,
nerves. There was no getting on each other,
No,
and I
we
mean
don't
it
do
was
that.
it was the complete opposite of
Yeah.
that, right?
Yeah.
Somebody dogs a shot, and you're kind of joking around with them.
Yeah, you
like,
joke,
break-
and then you
where
high
were you
five,
hitting that one
and
to?
you say, "I got you," and I'm going to break and
Yeah,
run
yeah.
out to get your back.
That's
and that's
it.
often the way it went. You know?
I agree. So
Look at
yeah,
this
I mean
shot.
that's a great shot. Don't know if he'll like the end result on the 2 though.
No, but at least the ball he's stuck behind. Is that the 2?
I think it is.
It is, right? But yeah, what a cool tournament.
Yeah, it was.
That was
It was
super
cool.
fun.
Cool for me because I kind of got to see the dynamics of what makes your guys' team
You got the inside
the
look.
force that it is,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, the inside look.
What's going on, Miss Teresa?
Teresa, welcome. 2 of her favorite Canadians.
Well, we appreciate that.
Should just say your 2 favorite Canadians. I don't know. So you have other favorite Canadians? Just kidding. We know that we're the favorites. Adams becoming not the favorite in this match, but coming back here, 7-4 from a possible 8-2 deficit.
Yeah, I think he's splitting the difference here, playing safety.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Chip this one and run.
Yep,
You can't really get it wrong. As long as you get the 2 where you need it.
that's it.
You see he's like willing the cue ball back, but
Yep.
this isn't so bad.
No, it's not terrible.
The problem is these little containing safes, they work great against most players. Sean is not most players. Sean
I would
is-
agree.
You let him see the ball, he's going to figure it out.
Yeah.
Just saw a pretty funny instance on this 7-foot table while we were discussing
Yeah,
that.
I was watching that one too.
Dexter shot the wrong ball, and so I don't know if he's ever played 7-foot 8 ball.
Yeah.
Probably not, and that's maybe why he did that.
Yeah.
Shot the wrong suit. He can figure it out, though. He's super talented, but Tyson had a laugh. And then Albert and a couple of his Dexter's Filipino friends are watching, and they were laughing it up. They're yucking it up over there.
So, question for you, Ben: how often does Leather Pocket have 580 and under tournaments?
Oh, that's a great question, Dennis, and it's never. We're very much including everybody in every event here. I think we're going to have one event next year that will be restricted, and it's going to be a ladies-only event.
Nice.
And that's as far as we'll go. And trust me, I'm not even thrilled about that. But I think we need to have at least one a year.
Yeah.
But I will not do
It's important for them.
I won't do a 580 and under. I won't do a restricted tournament. You know what I actually want to do, Dennis, is the opposite. I'd like to do a 580 and over,
Yep.
where you have to qualify to win. You have to play and not sandbag.
Yeah. It puts the negative side of trying to achieve if it's 580 and under.
Yeah.
Give somebody or give players a reason to
goal.
get better.
Of course.
Right?
This is crazy. It's really crazy the direction the game's going. And I'm not going to get into this too much because I'll tilt.
Yep.
I will go on
Ben
tilt.
is passionate about
Maybe
this.
Dennis knew that I was going to tilt.
Yeah. We'll
No.
say passionate.
I have a lot to say about this, but I'm not going to say it right now. There's time and a place. I just think if you're curious about what tournaments we have here at LP, we have lots. There's, I think, going to be 8 major events on the calendar next year. And, of course, league playoffs.
Oh, yeah.
And there's weekly tournaments, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, where everybody can play. The handicap is brutal. You got to work to win it.
Yeah.
I quite enjoy that, though, and I think I've become a much better player because of it, as much as I hate to admit it.
Well, and this year will be the first year since Leather Pocket started the in-house league that I will not be playing.
You won't be playing. Next year, you're going to play, though. Somebody's going to need you. Somebody's going to need you. I'm going back to all 3 divisions, 3,000.
Good.
So maybe we'll have. Yeah, well, we should all play together. This is kind of what I'm talking about. Is
Yep.
why would we split it? We
Yep.
should all play together.
Yep.
That's what we're here for. We all want to hang out together, right?
That's it.
That's what we all came for this weekend, was to gather for, Hooey, but to hang out together, right? because these are all pool family, right?
That's it.
More than friends. So the league, I feel the same. We should all gather in playoffs and play together. Why would we play separate?
I like it.
So we'll just change the handicap back to 3,000 Fargo cap. And I mean, that'll disclude me from the stronger team that I play on. So I'll have to play on my other softer team with some newer players, but that's fine. We don't have to win. I'm not in it to win it. Not like Sean McKay, he's in it to win it. I don't think he was playing the bump.
No, I don't think so either.
But it worked out perfect.
It sure did.
I think he thought he could draw past the 9, but he cheated the hole on the 7 a bit. And then
just don't rush this 8-ball, right? This is typically where people rush, but Sean is very educated.
Yeah. Well, and he knows he already let one game slip when it was supposed to be 8-2, and he's not going to let that happen again.
Yeah.
You could see him be very cautious on a lot of those balls, right? He was giving it the be sure. 8-4, Sean McKay doubling up the score on his opponent. He's playing pretty good.
He is. He's on to the hill.
These morning matches, I didn't expect to see anything super this early in the morning, but see some better pool as the day goes on. But I think both of these gents are hitting it pretty good for 10 a.m.
Mm-hmm. And Dennis, I got to say, the best way for you to surpass that 580, and it's the opposite mentality of what most want to do, is get in the grease, play players that are way, way better. And you're going to get punished, there's no question.
Yeah.
But you never lose in that scenario, right? You either win or you learn.
Right. Try to play tournaments like this one. The next one coming up here is this tiered entry. So you really get to learn in this one because there's no handicap on the race. So you're just getting in for a cheap entry. If you're under 580, you're paying only $50 to get in.
Yep.
And you get that long race against some good players, and they're going to teach you. You just ask a lot of questions and pay attention.
Most skilled players out there are more than willing to share their knowledge.
Very much so.
Our team can't wait to get our custom Jam Up t-shirt soon. Control Freaks, your team of designers are awesome. You guys rock. Well, thanks, Nick.
They really do, right, Nick? I'm not part owner or anything like that. I'm one of the sponsored players, but I really love the company. They do great things, and the designs are great, and the custom work is amazing. And I got to see firsthand through the pandemic the design team, kind of the inside view, and they're awesome.
Yep.
They're amazing. And you guys get to see it all the time because they're always coming out with new stuff.
Well, it's one of the attributes that both Damien and I do have, in the fact that I'm always really, really happy with what it is that we put out, but I'm never satisfied. I always, and so does Damien, we always want to continue to innovate.
Yeah.
Right?
Push it.
Bring in new material, better quality, and just keep pushing that level of expectation.
It's so important in any business, but I think especially in pool, right? Pool needs a good push, and you guys are really helping.
Well, and I'll say this, the term sports collar was something that we started.
Yeah.
And is now kind of widespread and very well known.
And it's an acceptable
it is
collared shirt in collared events because it's formal, but it's still, professional.
Yep. And there's some new designs coming out with that too, with the sports collar. More on the ladies' side.
The shoes.
The shoes are coming.
I just want a pair of shoes, Grant.
Yeah, I got you. So as Ben said, for those that are just tuning in, shoes are coming out. They're being released as of Thursday. I believe we're going to have a countdown timer on the website.
I'm going to order some right away, so
they are
ready.
They are pretty awesome. They will resemble a Nike style.
Well, and
for the first release, we're coining that as the CL650.
Are there color options in the first release?
Yep.
Okay, so if I wanted
multiple,
like so you can have like black on black, like professional.
Yeah, I'll actually
there
show
you. Go. See,
I can show you.
We should get a little sneak peek picture up on the screen for the CSL viewers this weekend.
That
would be cool,
could.
right?
Yeah, I actually have my laptop here, so
And you got work to do later, so you can
I
include that into your work.
I definitely do, but let me see if I can.
Looks like a nice bank shot from Adam there, but he lost the cue ball. Now he's got another tricky shot. Long distance to the... Is that the 5 up there he's kicking at? These are tough balls to hit. They're out in no man's land near the middle. Oh, he did well to hit it.
I'm going to have to get it off my...
Off the laptop?
Off my laptop.
Yeah, for sure.
I'll give you the sneak peek.
But I think that's important for pool players, especially for the ones that are trying to be playing big events, the black on black, because they do have restrictions at a lot of those events. As you know, you go to enough of them.
I think the black on black, like the ones I'm wearing right now, those are in the second release. So these are the F16s.
Every 2 weeks.
Every
right?
2 weeks, yeah.
Okay.
So every 2 weeks, if you watch on the Jam Up Facebook page, that's where we're going to release them to. So the first release is the CL 650s. The second release, I believe, is the F16s, and we'll have a countdown timer on the website that shows everybody when the next shoe release is coming.
I'm excited for that. Who doesn't love shoes? I mean, shoes
well,
are such
I'll
a
tell
big,
you what,
big thing.
you've seen me in these for months, and these ones specifically, super, super comfortable.
Yeah. Oh, they're holding up well too.
Yeah, well, and I've put these through.
Wow, you wandered around Puerto Rico.
I wandered around Puerto Rico, all the setups
all
that
the
we
big
do.
events.
Right?
Yeah. You
traveling,
got good use out of them.
Yeah, they owe me nothing, even though they're 4 months old.
One thing I found with shoes is I think the carpet acts as sandpaper, right, for pool players because they slide their feet a lot.
Yep.
So their soles wear out real quick.
Is this flat, right? Mr. McKay looking to close escrow here?
Yeah, I think this is it. He overran that ball a touch. I'm actually really surprised he didn't just kind of play it a little slower and shoot the 8 in the side.
Yep. Looks like
But he's good here. Just a little stun follow.
Yeah, nice. Very well done.
Yeah. I think he can roll that ball in and baby it and do all kinds of weird stuff, but the way he hit it was supreme way.
Indeed. Sean McKay looking to close escrow, depositing the 9 ball.
He's going to be a tough one to beat, this Sean McKay.
He sure is. Indeed, he does.
Adam gets to move on to the 1-loss side on the 7-foot tables playing 8 ball. He's not going to panic.
Nope. Clark says to the F16, hold the same weapons payload. So for those that didn't hear what I alluded to earlier, all of our Jam Up shoes are releases will pay special tribute and a nod to the Army and Special Forces and those types of things. So the CL650 is a jet, the F16 is a jet. I believe we have some names that reference airship carriers, and it's really meant to be a nod to the armed forces that give us the freedoms in the United States that they do. So it's just a special nod.
It's good stuff. See Mr. Joe Spence hitting balls, getting warmed up. We'll have another match right away, so don't go far, guys. I think we'll shut it down and restart it, though.
Yep, I agree.
And I'm not sure if we'll have commentary, but I'll try to find somebody. But
yes,
don't go far. We'll be back.
Sounds good. We appreciate you tuning in on behalf of myself, Ben Francis, and the rest of the Q Sports Live team. We appreciate you guys. Don't go far. We'll be back here in just a few minutes.